Investigators said the student suffered 5 paranoia attacks while on the failed research trip which she funded herself. Alana is understood to have fought off fellow passenger Brit tourist Ruth Johnson, who had battled to try and keep her in the aircraft for several minutes. The tiny propeller plane was rocking through the air as Ruth, the only other passenger and a pilot, grappled onto Alana's leg in a bid to stop her death plunge. But local cops said 19-year-old managed to free herself from their exhausted grip high above the Paradise Indian Ocean island, falling into the wild savannah below. Cops and locals have been trying to find her body in the remote Alana region, but fear they will never find her due to the remote location. Local police chief Alana Cutland told how they had recreated the horrifying flight after taking statements from Ms. Johnson and the pilot. Plunged to her death. Images sent to the Sun show in a recreation how the passenger desperately clung to Alana's leg before she let go through exhaustion around 15 minutes after takeoff on July 25th. Mr. Nomandjari said the Cessna C-168 aircraft was taking off from Anjarjavi with 3 people aboard, including Ms. Johnson, Alana and the pilot. After 10 minutes of flight, Alana undid her seatbelt and unlocked the right door of the plane and tried to get out. Ms. Johnson fought for 5 minutes trying to hold her, but when she was exhausted and out of breath she let go. Alana then intentionally fell from an aircraft at 1,130 meters above sea level. She dropped into a zone which is full of the carnivorous fossa felines. Body may never be found. Alana had been due to stay on the research trip for 6 weeks, but cut it short after 8 days after speaking to her parents Alison and Neil Cutland, both 63. Yesterday her parents paid tribute to the daughter. In a statement released by the Foreign and Commonwealth Officer, they said, "Our daughter Alana was a bright, independent young woman who was loved and admired by all those that knew her. She was always so kind and supportive to her family and friends, which resulted in her having a very special connection with a wide network of people from all walks of her life, who we know will miss her dearly." Alana grasped every opportunity that was offered to her with enthusiasm and a sense of adventure, always seeking to extend her knowledge and experience in the best ways possible. She was particularly excited to be embarking on the next stage of her education, on an internship in Madagascar complementing her studies in natural sciences. Alana was also a talented dancer and embraced the more creative side of her talents with joy and commitment. Her thirst for discovering more of the world always ensured she made the most of every second of her action-packed young life. We are heartbroken at the loss of our wonderful, beautiful daughter who lit up every room she walked into and made people smile just by being there. Alana had been working on an animal biology project studying crabs on the shoreline and was hosted by the Anjarjavi Lodge. Suffered paranoia attacks. She was due to be flying home when she plunged from the small plane. Mr. Nomandjari said the conclusion of their investigation was that it was an intentional fall and that they were working with British authorities who were speaking to her family. As well as the reconstruction, local police have interviewed management at the hotel, Ms. Johnson and the pilot, and searched Alana's luggage. They have also read through her documents and messages. He added the victim is a student who has failed on research work and was asking for a lot of moral support. She had personally finances her research and had suffered a paranoia attack 5 times.